update. It's still real hot in LA, which is probably not a unique situation because it is summertime, but just really done with this weather. Hello, I'm Lindsay. Nice to meet you. Guess what? I love musicals. I love them so much. Even though I love musical theater so much, there are still a lot of shows that I have never seen. Because there are shows that I have seen like 7 times. School of Rock. What? Grace Helbig did a video similar to this where she explained TV shows she has never seen. I'm gonna do my own twist and explain the musicals I have never seen. These are all musicals that I have never seen ever in person. Musicals that I haven't even listened to these cast albums. So like I really have like no idea. I mean, there are musicals out there that like I haven't seen, but I can pretty much guess what they're about based on the title and the poster. So that's stuff like Producers, Hair, or like musicals where like I know they're about like people in history, so like Bonnie and Clyde, Evita, Beautiful, or you know, like titles where like the plot is in the title. So like An American in Paris, I can figure out what that's about. I feel like I'm gonna mention a show and then one of my friends is gonna comment on this video and was like, you saw me as townsperson number 2 and now you piece of garbage. Alright. Here we go. I want to start off with ones that are gonna make my friends angry. The last 5 years. Okay, so the last 5 years, I would say, I know it's about a couple, about all I know, and I want to say it's about the 5 years that they were dating, and then the last 5 years after they broke up, and it's like from the perspectives of like both of those people, and they're like, wow, I miss this significant other. It's like La La Land, like the end of La La Land when like Emma Stone goes off and like marries that one dude and not Ryan Gosling, and we were all really upset. Cats. It's about like, well, I mean, duh, it's about cats, but like it's about them starting a new life as civilization in a pile of garbage. Yep. Funny Girl. Okay, so Funny Girl is about a woman who it's about a woman who falls for a guy because the guy he's dated so many women and he's like, I just want someone with personality. Here comes Barbara Streisand and she's like, what's up? He's like, wow, you're not like the other girls, and she's like, I know. And then I feel like maybe he like breaks her heart and then she starts singing Don't Rain on My Parade. Did I get it? Be More Chill. I know this takes place in a high school and that is about it. It's about a guy. It's about a boy. Because he's not a man yet. It's about a boy. So much anxiety. So much. He's riddled with it. His friends band together and they help him try to find some chill. So they pull some strings and he becomes the captain of the football team. There's so many girls falling for him. And because of that, he becomes more chill because people are like, wow, people really love how I am as a person. And then he comes to find out that his friends set up everything for him. He has to make a speech at graduation. He was like, you know what guys, I was a fake this whole time. Y'all knew it, my friends knew it, my dumb friends knew it, so peace out. And that's it, that's all, that's Be More Chill. Okay, by the way, I keep getting so distracted by my hair because it looks pretty freaking good today. Tick, tick, boom. Hear me out. Espionage. Think about it. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is about basically 3 guys. Okay, so like what I've seen so far is that like, I've seen pictures of it and they're basically in a mansion. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Okay, so they hijack a mansion and the mansion was actually their parents' mansion. The mansion is something that their parents are trying to sell. So they are like, let's throw one last shebang in this mansion. It's like exactly like this Tina Fey and Amy Poehler movie from like 3 years ago. If Then. I know Idina Menzel is in it. So she gives her boss an ultimatum. She's like, if you don't stop being a jerk, then I shall leave. Doesn't stop being a jerk, and she leaves. And then she like starts a new life. I feel like that was pretty close. That's pretty close. I mean, it looks like it based on the poster. Light in the Piazza. Alright, so the Piazza is like a square in Italy. It's like a really famous square where like, but there's like historical aspects of it because it's where they used to behead people in the 14th century. But now it's a place where people just come in and like hang out. This guy and a girl, they meet. And they meet when he is working as a tailor and she needs a dress tailored. But their love is forbidden. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but not. They, so they're like, this video is so stupid. Are like, we can't meet in the daylight, so we have to go to this lamppost in the Piazza. They're like, got it. And that's how their love is found. It's Light in the Piazza. for you. You know, spark notes, you know. On a clear day, you could see forever. All right, so this one is about a guy who lived in the city, and he's like, you know what, I'm fed up with the city. I'm gonna go live in, Iowa. Goes to live in Iowa for a summer. Falls in love with a girl. And she's like really poor, but he's like really rich. And she teaches him all like the simple joys in life, like on how a clear day you can see forever. And that's like a titular line, and like whenever like that line is on the show, people are like in the audience, they're like, oh, that's what the show is called. So finally the guy, he decides to stay in the country and raise goats. Xanadu. I think this is based off of a movie, but like I was born in 1994. I think this was an 80s movie, so I'm not that familiar with it. But Xanadu, I know they're all on roller skates. So Xanadu is the name of a girl who runs a skating rink type of thing, but it's very 80s. This guy comes in and he starts working there, and he falls in love with the owner, but the owner is you know, this girl on the skates. She's like giving him a hard time. She's like, I don't know about you seem like a slacker. One day there's a guy who's skating, and he hits his head on the wall, and his head completely splits open. So the male protagonist, he comes in and he saves the guy. He knows exactly how to put them all together because he went to med school. And then she's like, wow, that was a panty dropping move. And then they fall in love and they get married and they have children. Okay, so this one is called Carousel. Obviously, it's about a carousel. It's a childhood relic from all these people. It's a community store, like Come From Away, where it's about a bunch of people. So all these people, they grow up together, and so then they become adults, and it shows them going through life. It's going through not just childhood to like just like 20s or 30s, when, you know, characters are normally like, I have my life together now, woohoo, the end, yay, happy ending. Okay, so it goes through their 20s and their 40s and their 60s, and then when they're in their 80s, then the carousel is under attack. Not by dangerous people, but like by property developers want to tear it down and turn it into, what's something bad? That'd be in a musical, that'd be considered awful. Condos. I hate this video. So they want to turn it into condos, or whatever this like 19th century, whenever this takes place, they want to turn it into something super capitalist. It's either condos or something capitalist. And then the town rallies together. They're like, you know what? I just hit something, sorry. I just apologize to an inanimate object. They're like, you know what? We're gonna come together and we are going to put on the best talent show this darn town has ever seen. And they save the carousel, and it lives on in their memory. And they all are buried there. Fun fact. Oh my god. Songs for a New World. It takes place in 1999. It is about a bunch of people who think Y2K is about to happen. They're like, wow, you know, it might happen. I want to leave something to the world. For some reason, if people survive Y2K, and like, I'm going to write songs, and I'm going to leave them for the world to let them know what my life was like and the legacy that I want to leave. So then it kind of turned into a review, kind of, and then they perform all these songs for each other. They perform these songs for each other on New Year's Eve 1999. Last song ends, and they're like, okay guys, this is it, we're all gonna die. So then that scene fades to black, and then you cut to New Year's Eve 2000, and that is when, and they're like, boy, wow, what a year, we all thought we were gonna die, remember? And like, because they survived Y2K, it gives them a whole new lease on life. So then they live their lives in 2000, in 2001, 2002, all the way through the rest of their lives. The last one, Sunday in the Park with George. Okay, so I know it's based off that painting no, I got it. Okay, so it's these people that are looking at a painting, and it's like, you know how like in like Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the version with Johnny Osmond, where it's like the teachers and the staff that are watching this school assembly take place, they're also involved in the story. Like, they're like Joseph's dad, Joseph's brothers, blah blah blah. And so people that are looking at this painting are also included in the painting because they see themselves, because they see somebody in that painting that they really resonate with, and then they follow them throughout that like typical Sunday in the park with George. It bounces back and forth between the painting and then this person and then these people. Both the characters in the painting and the ones that are looking at this painting in like an art museum, they learn a lesson about themselves. Yeah. Alright, that is it for this video. I have a lot more on my list, and maybe I'll save it for a part 2, but this video was a mess, and I mean, mean it best in like a good way. I mean it in a good way. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can subscribe. I'm here every Wednesday. You can find me on my social media down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!